So setting up a Roth IRA can seem daunting and just frustrating when you first get started with it. So today we're going to go through exactly step by step how to open up a Roth IRA and then set up automatic investments for your Roth IRA so you don't even have to think about it anymore. Let's go. What's going on, people? It's your boy Kalichi back with another video. If this is your first time around these parts, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy anything that we talk about on this video, hit that like button. But anyway, in this video, we're literally gonna go through step by step how to open up a Roth IRA. Now, you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is a Roth individual retirement account. It is set up to where you can invest your money over time. You can invest about $6,000 over time and you won't get taxed on it. It's the beautiful thing about a Roth IRA. It's the perfect retirement fund account. So let's get started. We're gonna be on the computer for this thing. So the first thing that you're gonna do is basically just open up a Roth IRA account. We're gonna use Fidelity as an example because that's the one that I have and I can lead y'all through that. So I'm just gonna search Google Roth IRA Fidelity, click on Roth IRA over here, click on open a Roth IRA, click on open a Roth IRA, and then basically it's just gonna ask you a bunch of application questions, your name, your social security number, all that good stuff, which of course it's all blacked out for you guys because I'm not about to show you guys that information. But the main thing that I want everybody to pay attention to is the last option it gives, which is on selecting your core position. Your core position is where the money in your account is held until you invest it. So you have the option of either selecting this SPAX account or selecting this FDIC account. I select the SPAX account because it pays me daily dividends, and you guys know I like my free money. So that's the one that I select. Of course, you can select the FDIC one, which has interest and it gives you interest on the account. But either way you go, it's not really a wrong answer. I just think that interest rates are trash right now. So that's why I went to that one. So after you set up your Roth IRA account, after you open it, it will take you to this page. This is your landing page. This is your portfolio summary page. And if you're just opening this account, it's gonna have like 10 things that you should do. We're gonna skip all of that stuff and I'm just gonna show you guys how to set up an automatic investment in your Roth IRA account. First of all, we gotta transfer some money from your regular checking account into this account. So what we're gonna do is click on this transfer button over here. It's gonna load. Then you're gonna select to link a bank account to your Fidelity account. I already have a bank account linked up, but the process is pretty easy. It's just gonna ask you for your checking number and ask you for your checking account, bank account number, and it's gonna ask you for your routing number, which you can find very easily on any of your accounts. So I'm gonna click on Wells Fargo, which is the bank that I'm using, and then I'm gonna click on my Fidelity account. A lot of this information is probably gonna be blacked out for you for the most part, but it's pretty straightforward. Then you're gonna select how often you want this to be. Of course, we're setting up an automatic deposit and an automatic investment, so it has to be monthly. Then you select the date that you want this to happen on. It can be whatever date that you think will be easy for you to remember. I typically say that the 16th and the 30th are two good dates for you to use, either the 30th or the 1st, because it's either at the beginning of the month, so that way you just get it out of the way, or at the end of the month, or somewhere in the middle of the month where you know for sure you're gonna have money in your account to make that transfer. So in this case, we're just gonna do $10 because I'm just setting this up so you guys can see it. Click submit, and in case I forget to cancel it, it would actually not take all the money that I have. And then what you're gonna do is click on this exit to portfolio summary. It's gonna bring you back to your portfolio summary. And then the next step you're gonna do is click on account features, click on transfer and payments, click on automatic transfers and investments. Then it's gonna bring you to this page. Now on this page, you will see that the option that you already have set up, as you can see, I've been doing this for a while and trying to get this video done properly. So it's gonna show you the transfer that you set up to be transferring to your core position. Remember, your core position is not an actual investment. So you have to transfer the money from your core position into an actual investment. You have to use this to buy an actual investment. So to do that, we'll click on set up an automatic transfer or investment, click on invest funds from your core position. And then for you guys, because you probably don't even have any options yet here because you don't have any kind of fund selected. So I suggest for anybody who is first starting out investing to either invest in an S&P 500 index fund or to invest in a target date retirement fund. So for the S&P 500 fund for Fidelity, you just search up here. It's actually this FXAIX. So we'll just search up here FXAIX. And it's gonna bring up this Fidelity 500 index fund. If you don't know what the Fidelity 500 index fund is and you're trying to figure out which one it is, what you would do is just go on Google and type in Fidelity S&P 500 index fund. If I could type, I'll be able to do that. Oh well. And you just put that in and it's gonna bring up this Fidelity investment. And the easiest one, just click on the third one that is not an ad, the first one that is not an ad, and it's gonna bring you right to the page that you need. And all you need is this ticker symbol. That's all you're gonna need is this ticker symbol. And then you go back to this, go back to your initial page, and then you could click up here and select buy. And you're gonna click buy, and then it's gonna bring you up to this page. And it's gonna say, which account do you wanna buy this from? Click go. And then you're gonna say how much you wanna buy and when you wanna buy it. So for this one, we're gonna click on buy for your action, the dollar amount. We're gonna select that $10 that we set up earlier. You're gonna click on preview order. And then it's gonna tell you that, hey, we're gonna do this at the next one. You click on place order. And then boom, your order is done. So now what you have to do is actually go back to your portfolio. Then go back to accounts and features. Then go to payments and transfers. You see how complicated this can get? This is why I'm making this video. And go back to account transfers and investments. And now you're gonna set up an automatic transfer and investment, invest funds from core position. Then now you can select what mutual fund you want to invest in or what fund you want to use to invest in consistently. So you're just gonna select your Fidelity index fund, the amount. Then you scroll down here and you can tell it how often you want it to do it. Do you want it to do it the day that, remember we selected the 16th to be the day that the money is being transferred. But I suggest that when you're doing this, make sure that you're setting this up to be at least like 2 or 3 days before it makes the purchase of the funds, to make sure that your money is actually in your core account and ready to go. So once you have that done, you will select, let's say in this case, we selected the 16th. So I'm gonna select the 19th monthly, and we're gonna put any stop date. We're gonna say $10. And then we're gonna click next. And it's gonna say, hey, you're setting this up. I'm gonna say, I agree. And then now it's all the way set up. So if you go back to your automatic investment page, if we click up here and we go to our automatic investments, what you're gonna see is you have a transfer coming from your bank account into your core account, and then from your core account into your Fidelity account. And you want these dates to be a little bit off, just to make sure that the money is actually transferring in and being in your account before you try to make those investments. But I hope that helps. I hope this helps you set up your automatic investments, and you only have to do this one time and then you never have to do it again. And then after that, you just have to be checking in to make sure that it's actually going through and setting up. If anything I said on here does not make any sense, hit me up in the comments below, or hit me up on IG, hit me up on any of my social media platforms. But this is all I got for this video today. I hope this helped. I hope y'all learned 1, maybe 2 things out of this entire thing. And it's been your boy Kalichi. I'm gonna catch y'all up next time. Remember, generosity is always greater than greed. God bless each and every single one of y'all, and I'm out. Peace.